This story is called Wife of 5 Years Caught Cheating with a Stranger She Met in a Store. TLDR, my wife had sex with someone she met in a store. Wants to maintain a friendship with both me and the person she cheated on me with. They exchanged numbers, spoke, had drinks, and she took him to her hotel room and had sex with him. She confessed everything to me and firmly admits that the story, as crazy as it sounds, is true. Our marriage had been pretty shaky, which was why she took a break and booked a hotel room in the first place. She went out on the town, and this is where she met the stranger. We still love and care about each other. However, and it would be nice for us to remain friends. Is this healthy? Secondly, she stayed in touch with the person she had sex with after their encounter. And she developed a strong connection and liking with this person. Even though she has only known this person for 3 weeks, she refers to it as love at first sight. She claims to love me still. She has since moved out and now has her own place. I told her that if we were to remain friends in any capacity, you can't remain in a relationship or in open communication with the person you've cheated on me with. She's finding this to be a difficult task because she does not want to lose our friendship, but also has somehow developed a deep connection with her 3-week-old dealings with her male equivalent of a mistress. Is this a reasonable request? Petite? Thank you guys for the kind and not so kind words. I appreciate all the advice. I will seek a therapist to get through this, as it is a painful moment in my life. I guess, deep down, I know none of this was a good idea. But maybe I was shocked by her admission and further freaking audacious actions, coupled with the reality of the last 5 years of building, traveling, fun and happy times, and my once best friend in life and first true love all coming to an end. I am definitely allowing my emotions to hold me hostage here. The friendship obviously would not benefit me in any resourceful way. But I can see how it would benefit her in many ways, a security blanket as someone put it. I also agree that at this point, I cannot dictate who she sees or befriends, knowing that she still wanted some kind of relationship with the guy with whom she cheated on me. I should have simply declined the mere notion of us being friends to those seeking more details. No, we don't have kids. I have pressed her on the met in the store story several times, but she doubles down on it, says she understands that the behavior was unsafe and unhealthy, but she was in a vulnerable place due to the marital funk when she first met the guy and accepted his number and his request to have drinks. Also blamed some of her actions on alcohol. This woman came into my life when I was in a dark place myself. She is a big reason why I am the person I am today, as she's helped build me up in many ways. So it seems to me that one of the reasons why I still wanted to be there for her after what happened was probably to show gratitude, as some have pointed out. It probably has to do with not having better self-esteem as well. I'm also aware that she can have thoughts of harming herself and speak really dark terms when she goes through situations like this, and she has during this process, especially when she thought she was going to be homeless. But I am coming to the realization that the same way I must now seek help to better myself. So does she. She cannot expect me to care more for her than she does for herself. Especially in a moment like this, I must prioritize myself and my mental health. If I am to move past this throughout the years, we've had some marital issues, typically in the form of verbal abuse on both hands when arguments occur. Some pretty horrible things get said to me and her. We tried to change this, but it didn't seem to be working out. She claims that this is what drove her to do what she did. The breaking question was not a separation. We were having discussions on whether we should call it quits or not. After our last big fight, she then said that she needed space for herself. And this is when she went out of town for a couple of days. She even asked me to join her on the first day and night, which I did. The next day is when the situation happened with the stranger. I still cannot make sense of all of it. Some of it definitely seems made up and like she's lying. Others just seem like pretty irrational behavior which she's blaming on things that I've said in arguments, whether it was planned or not, or done out of anger. It's blatantly disrespectful no matter how you look at it. If we were to end things, fine, let's do that first. Then pursue your rendezvous. As much as it still hurts and as painful as all of this is, I am now filing for divorce. I stopped all contact with her except for how to divide our assets and are beginning a therapy. Thank you for your time. Words, encouragement and advice. It has helped me gain some clarity on things. I was in obvious denial about TLDR. I'm filing for divorce on the grounds of infidelity. We've halted contact and minimal communication, and I'll be seeing a therapist soon. This story is called My Cheating Ex-Girlfriend. Tried to reach out on my birthday, dated my ex for 4 years of a mostly long-distance relationship and keeps trying to reach out 2 years after she broke down crying several times about all the people she was intimate with. Admittedly, she changed the boundaries of our relationship a good bit. The final straw was when we were exclusive. She dumped me from her PS bathroom on the phone, making me feel like a creep for asking why she randomly stopped talking to me when we were in a relationship. At that point, I knew what was going on. She had gotten into a full-blown relationship with another guy while maintaining passing the exclusive long-distance relationship. She said she was in. I was really crushed. I used to lie to myself that it was because of the distance. But she liked the attention I gave her and the stability of having me as her rock. When I confronted her, she cried a whole bunch and made it clear. There were a lot of others who brought harming herself into the mix, saying she hated herself. I also realized she was only talking to me because AP dumped her that week. Took me 6 months after this to stop talking to her entirely. Despite trying to date around dated, a bunch of other people became a workaholic and moved on. I also realized that she was not good for my mental health as a whole. Lots of fighting and criticism. Also, I'm so lucky. I had no STDs from her. Meanwhile, she would send me the odd text every few months but kept it short. Then a year ago, 1 year after cutting out my ex, I met my now girlfriend 6 months ago. A year and a half from cutting out my ex, I blocked my ex on everything. Even LinkedIn after she tried to reach out to me on 2 platforms. I ignored the first message saying we should call and catch up. I found out from a friend that she basically contacted him to get to me on my birthday. It just makes me so mad at her and at me for being such an idiot and a coward. For 4 years, my ex would start relationships without finishing the one. She was in muddle boundaries with the people she dated so she could gaslight the person she dated into blaming themselves for her cheating. I knew one of her exes and he described something similar years later. I was this other person without knowing until I was deeper with my ex. I'm in a very happy, healthy relationship now with someone I know is dating just me. She's amazing. But I'm struggling to open up to her. I don't think about a future with her because I don't want to get my hopes up and then have her do what my ex did. I will get insecure about the things my ex criticized me about with my current girlfriend though. She doesn't go after me for them and loves me for me early into dating my current girlfriend. I broke down crying because I apologized for being socially anxious and she was like, "It's okay and perfectly normal." You don't hear that much as a guy, and it hit me that I was carrying all these unrealistic expectations from my ex about what I should be, and those expectations were mostly used to shift the blame off her and onto me, and now she's trying to get back into my life and it makes me so mad. It's bringing up all these feelings. I just want to be happy. Why can't she just leave me alone? I hate that. I let her take advantage of me for so long. Mainly ranting. I have to get over this shame and stuff to move on. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment and consider subscribing to the channel for more content. I sincerely appreciate your time.